Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about something that is going on with Legends, and I want to clarify something that I want to talk about. Now, there are some people who have issues in the game of Legends because people are not able to play Legends fully, I would say. And it seems that there is an issue that people are having connectivity problems, getting kicked out in PvP. But as you can see, like some of these players already have bugs on this game. Like, look at this player here. The numbers in the title right here, he has a bug. This is really bad for the game. That if your device is not powerful enough to run the game, or if your device is, or if the game is just crashing because there's so many people who trying to enter the game on Legends. But if you're trying to run Legends on a low end phone, then you're gonna have a lot more issues than this. But for the most part, I mean, this is a major bug, so I would say yes, this is probably a bug right here. But some players aren't able to run. This player got kicked out. He's using a Redmi Note 13 Pro, and looks like he got okay. Looked like he got kicked out of PvP as well. That's not good. Okay, this is another player right here. He can't log in. It happened to me just now. They should fix it for good. Um, this is pretty bad. If your device connectivity problem isn't letting you in the game, that might be a problem. You probably never turned on mobile data always active. You go to the developers option and you scroll down until you see mobile data always active. You turn that on, it will increase the data speed to always active to increase stability of your internet connection so that way when you play a game, your internet won't crash all the time. But this is a login issue, so I'm pretty sure this is probably a bug issue as well for the game. I'm just letting you know about the internet connection problem because some people can't run the game, or some people can't play it, and some people got kicked out. He says that I'm about we said about why being banned in PvP also involve Legends ranking based on a lot of other mobile games, or usually when they pass a ban or suspicious account. They have also removed that player from any sort of live online score to keep the board fair for others. Okay. One big issue that seems permanent. We just want to know. Instant of dead inputs in PvP. Okay, yeah, that is a major problem in PvP. Yes, that's not really the biggest main issue, but it is an issue in the game for PvP. Like if your inputs are not inputting, I sometimes get that myself in PvP matches. Some of them, but I think it has to do with the opponent's internet connection not able to run the game. Because let's be honest, if you're a player in Legends and if your connection is not good for PvP, you shouldn't be playing PvP at all until you get your connectivity to your internet connection fixed. Because to be honest, you're supposed to run Legends with good internet connection. So if you're trying to play that for PvP, it's not going to work out for you if your internet is bad. So if your internet is trash in PvP, whether you're using Wi-Fi or mobile data, your internet speed is like not good if your phone can't handle that. Like if your phone can't render the characters in PvP, and if your phone can't handle the connectivity of the game, then you shouldn't be running the game at all. You shouldn't even be downloading it. You shouldn't be playing it. But it could be that a lot of Legends. There's so many Legends players in the game right now because they never increased the BR higher to expand the amount of players. Because if you keep the BR70 at BR70, then when you get new players, it's gonna cause a group of struggled players in the game because there's going to be so much overload on the server. So that could be the problem why like there's so many crashes going around and stuff like that. But let's just say if Legends developers increase the BR from 70 to at least about 100 or more to like 110 or something like that, it will expand the amount of players for PvP. So that way more players can come in and play the game. That way it won't be much of a struggle, because if you think about it, they this was the last time they increased the BR was to BR70. That was the only thing they, changed. But I think it's time that they change it to higher. Instead of BR70, they should increase it to BR 110 or 120 or something, to expand more players for PvP, so that way it won't have too much issues. But if you're a player and you're trying to lag switch in PvP, you're disconnecting in the game. You're still disconnecting internet connection. You're still lag switching in the game. That means you're still trying to cheat your way in the game, but you're lagging through it, which means you're trying to like disconnect it a little bit from playing PvP. That's what's gonna cause issues in the game, because if you're not playing the game correctly, you're gonna have a lot of issues running the game. Let's be honest. Unless unless your phone is not powerful enough to run Legends, or if you're using a low-end device, of course you're gonna have a lot of issues. But it's happening on high-end devices too. So that means that it might be the game that is probably the problem. It's that the game is having a lot of issues. Now, for me, I can run the game and I can render all the characters and I can play the game to its fullest. But for some players, not be able to do that. I can't get into the game because I accidentally deleted it because the game wasn't letting me get in due to the 6th anniversary updates. I haven't been able to play a month. Can we make a petition to get my Legends account back? Well, the thing is that it's too late. You're not gonna get your account back if you deleted your account by accident. It's too late. You gotta start all over from the beginning. You're not getting that account back, bro. Like, it's not happening. Okay, any other problems here? Okay, so a player got kicked out in PvP match. Match did not end properly. Okay, so that might be I think this has to do with connectivity problem or disconnecting intentionally. So some players who are, I would say, to be honest, that if you're disconnecting in PvP, you're probably either cheating or your internet connection is probably trash. That could be the problem of why this player got kicked out. Maybe he has internet connection, or he was probably cheating his way in, which is not most likely the case, but it could be the case because there are cheaters in Legends. I'm not saying there isn't. It's just that it's a small minority of them. But unless you're trying to lag switch in PvP, which you shouldn't be doing that, because you're still disconnecting a little bit. Let's see. Any other issues? Okay, I don't see any more issues with a lot more players, but I'm pretty sure that there's a lot more out there. But this major bug right here is a big problem. Unfortunately, if Legends, like, if your device has so many issues on the game, or if it's the game itself that has issues, you shouldn't be playing the game at all. Just stay offline and wait for more updates to the game and wait for developers to fix it. That would be my best option for you as a player if your device is not powerful enough to run Legends, or or even if it is, if there's so many crashes to the game, don't run the game at all. Just saying. So the only people who should be running the game are the players that don't have any issues, no crash issues, no connectivity issues. But if it comes to a player in PvP, like if you're trying to play PvP, if you come across a player who's trying to disconnect in PvP, end the match. End the match. If you see any players disconnecting in PvP, you better end the match. Do not continue playing that match whatsoever. Don't even think about playing it. Because that player could be doing it intentionally, trying to cheat, or it might be a problem on their device that their connectivity problem is faltered in PvP, that they shouldn't be playing PvP at all. So I'm just saying that if there's any issues. Alright, what do you guys think for the video here? And what are you guys' thoughts for the bug issues in Legends that I'm seeing that a lot of players have here? There is bugs in the game. I'm not saying there isn't any bugs, but it's either very bad on your device, or if it's very bad or less being bad on your device. I just leave it as that. But what do you guys think? I think there is a major bug to the game, as well as players' phone devices can't render in PvP enough if your device is not powerful enough to run the game. So that could be one of the biggest issues in Legends or currently right now, that some players aren't able to log in, some players are not able to play PvP because of bad connectivity problems or performance issues that a lot of players are having. So if you're having that issue entirely, put your comments down below in my video once I upload it, and we can talk about it from there. We can probably give some more. I need more information from a lot of players with bad problems on their device or about the crashes in the game, so that way we can help the developers understand the problem where they can come and fix that problem. So put your comments down below if there's any issues. Let me know in Legends. Let me end it here.